In June 2026, large masked groups swarmed the dark streets of Belfast, carrying makeshift weapons and burning torches. They moved door to door through specific neighborhoods, identifying houses occupied by immigrants and setting them on fire. Within hours, the arson attacks forced 27 people out of their homes and onto the street. Journalists and international observers arriving on the scene characterized the violence as a modern-day pogrom. The systematic nature of these attacks indicated a degree of planning that reached far beyond random street disorder. The catalyst for the violence was a horrific stabbing. Stephen Ogilvie, a disabled local resident, was severely attacked in North Belfast by a Sudanese refugee. Ogilvie's family immediately issued a public plea. They explicitly begged the public to avoid using the attack as an excuse to fuel hostility or divide the city. Their wishes were ignored. External actors instantly seized the grief of the local community, repurposing the tragedy to fit a broader agenda. Local tragedies no longer remain local. They are immediately harvested to provide the raw fuel required for a global escalation pipeline. Within hours of the stabbing, before police established the facts, high-profile online accounts began broadcasting the event to millions. Far-right agitators like Tommy Robinson used the raw emotion of the attack to incite their followers and organize physical protests across the UK. Major tech platform owners joined in, giving these fringe agitators a massive algorithmic boost and pushing their claims into mainstream feeds. The digital campaign even deployed AI-generated propaganda, attempting to artificially unite historically hostile Irish and British factions against a fabricated invader threat. The modern digital ecosystem is structurally designed to extract isolated panic and convert it into coordinated, transnational outrage. This diagram shows an HMO, a house in multiple occupation, dividing a single house into independent tenant rooms. Mobs in Belfast specifically targeted these properties as migrant housing. Detailed hit lists with exact addresses circulated in encrypted chats, allowing hate groups to coordinate precise strike locations. The Police Service of Northern Ireland possessed these exact hit lists months before the first window was smashed. A monitoring group called the Accountability Project Northern Ireland had been tracking the digital escalation for 8 months. They sent the police dozens of reports warning that these specific addresses were being targeted. Those reports were ignored. At the same time, local paramilitaries chose to step back and observe the violence, creating a deliberate vacuum of street authority for rioters to exploit. A digital amplification pipeline produces physical pogroms only when the physical safeguards, police intelligence, and preventative action completely fail to intercept it. On June 13th, the real-world community mobilized to reclaim their physical city from the digital mobs. Up to 20,000 citizens, trade unionists, and local residents marched on Belfast City Hall to reject the far-right narrative. This mobilization vastly outnumbered the rioters, instantly breaking the manufactured illusion of a unified racist uprising. This escalation from digital post to physical pogrom has established a repeatable blueprint that bad actors can deploy again. But while algorithms can manufacture artificial outrage and coordinate targeted violence, this pipeline is fragile. It collapses the moment a unified community physically occupies the space it tries to claim.